Hello, Margot. Can we talk?
Oh, hello, Pamela. What is it? Is it some kind of emergency?
I just heard something from another girl in the same department. You're in that mountain climbing club, right? And I hear you're planning a spring climbing tour?
Yeah, that's right. We're planning an overnight hike. We'll be sleeping in tents. The weather is perfect and the leaves will be changing color about now. It will be quite beautiful around this time of year.
I also heard that Mr. Holden in the HR department will be taking the trip. Is that true?
Yeah, that's right. Jim's a member of the mountain climbing club, so yeah, he'll be joining us.
Oh, really? That's great. About this trip. Would it be okay if I join this trip?
I didn't know you had an interest in mountain climbing, Pamela.
Well, yeah. I don't really have a lot of interest in mountain climbing. It's just that I wanted to get to know Mr. Holden a bit more.
Oh, I see. So that's what this is about, huh? Well, it's not a very high mountain, and a beginner can climb it no problem. I don't see a problem if you join us. The only thing to keep in mind is that you don't do anything dangerous or anything that would disrupt the others. If you can abide by these rules, you can join us.
Great! That's wonderful. Okay, I want to join.
Alright then, I'll talk to the team later about it. Oh, yeah, we're going to be camping in tents partway up. So you're going to have to bring your own stuff. Tents, sleeping bag, all the necessary stuff for camping and hiking. You probably don't own any stuff like that, I suppose. You don't have any mountain climbing gear like a down jacket, cooking utensils, hiking boots? Do you want me to recommend a tent that even a first-timer can assemble?
Oh, thanks, but I'm okay. I have a little experience camping and hiking.
Oh, really? Wow! I didn't expect you to be the type to own any stuff like that. So, I guess you know what to prepare. You have the right clothes?
I want to make a good impression on Mr. Holden, so I'm planning to wear this.
Are you planning to wear this on a hiking trip?
Yep, that's right. This outfit is so cute. He'll love it. It's actually very easy to move around in. This is gonna be super fun.
You do realize that this is not a picnic? I said a first-timer could climb it, but it is nevertheless a mountain, so it could be a little dangerous climbing in that outfit. Could get hooked on branches and such. Doesn't seem too warm either. Is it waterproof? It gets pretty cold at night, so I suggest you wear something a little warmer.
Huh? You mean like hiking clothes? Like that baggy outfit you were wearing in that photo? Actually, I want to impress Jim with my kind of hiking outfit. I really can't wear something like that. I would look like some guy. It would completely mask my shapely figure.
Mountain climbing is not about fashion or showing off your figure. I'm telling you from experience, going in an outfit like that could be dangerous. And those shoes. The mountain trail is not paved. There are rocks and branches lying all over the place. You need proper hiking boots.
Don't worry about it. I'll be fine. Last summer, I went to Yosemite National Park with my family. I wore a pair of tennis shoes the whole trip. Never had a problem. We camped out near the lodge. It was really fun.
Hold on a second. You mean to tell me that your camping and hiking expertise was at Yosemite and a family campsite?
Yes, that's right. We cheated a little bit with the lodge nearby, going to the bathroom and all.
Well, if that's the case, now that you were way out in the wilderness of Yosemite, that certainly would be impressive. But the campsite at the lodge? I'm sure there are plenty of other families around, right?
Yeah, it was summer, so it was pretty crowded. There were a bunch of camping cars in the parking lot area, too. Wish we had one of those.
So, it was more like a picnic rather than a real mountain climbing trip, am I right? This trip is a little different. There is no lodge nearby, and you'd have to pee in the woods. You would have to climb for miles up rough mountain trails, and if it rains, through the mud. What's more, you have to carry your own tent, sleeping bag, mattress, everything.
I know all that, don't worry. I can handle a little rough terrain, no problem. You want to be fashionable, you have to take a little abuse, right? Like with high heels.
Yeah, right, but at night it gets pretty cold. You go in that outfit and you'll freeze to death. Make sure you bring a warm jacket, preferably a down jacket and a warm sleeping bag.
Oh, come on, it can't be that bad. When we went to Yosemite, I slept like a log in the tent. When you climb a mountain, you climb closer to the sun. Obviously, you get warmer, right?
Are you serious? Didn't you study geography in school? Anyway, if you want to join us on this trip, you have to have the right outfit and equipment. You have to be 100% up to the task.
No way, I can't do that. How am I supposed to impress Jim if I dress in that kind of clothes? I would look like a construction worker. Next thing you'll say is that I need a helmet. I plan to go in the cutest and most fashionable outfit. So, there.
I can't allow it. If you're coming on this trip, you have to prepare the right outfit and equipment. If you check on the internet, it will show you a list of things you need for overnight mountain climbing trip. I suggest you check it out.
Oh, please, Margot, I know you're my senior in the office, but this jealousy thing is not very becoming.
Huh? Jealousy?
Yeah, I mean, you're the only woman in the club, right? And I know you have an eye out for Jim. So, you're jealous that I want to join. That's it, right?
Huh? Who even suggested that?
I know you're jealous of me. You want to make me dress in some drab outfit and make yourself look good, am I right? You're trying to draw us apart, I'm sure of it. I didn't realize you were such a jealous woman.
I really don't know what you're talking about. This has nothing to do with mountain climbing. Mountain climbing is not as easy as it sounds, and it can get very dangerous. The weather can change, someone can get injured. There are lots of risks involved, and you want to join us in that outfit. I just can't allow it. All I'm saying is that you need to be prepared for your own good.
That's just all an excuse. You're just envious, I know it. I really can't believe you, Margot. I mean, trying to stand in the way of me and Jim, you have no right to do that.
How can I explain this to you? All right, I have nothing else to say then. But all I have to say is, just do a little research on what you need to prepare or you'll regret it. If anything happens, it's on you. You are responsible for your actions. You got that? I will not help you if you're in trouble. Just remember that.
Yeah, now you're talking. I'm really going to show Jim. He'll be really impressed with my outfit. I'm sure of it. Oh, yeah, Margot, if you want to get a guy, I would dump those baggy outdoor stuff with something a little more fashionable. Oh, hey, we could go together. I'll pick you out some nice clothes. My fashion sense is out of this world.
No thanks. I will just concentrate on mountain climbing. Don't come crying to me later.
Margot, please help me. I'm freezing my ass off.
Yeah, I can imagine. I knew it would turn out this way. You should have taken my advice.
My feet hurt, and I'm starving. I can't get this tent up. Please help. Why won't anybody help me? Last summer, when we went camping in Yosemite, all the guys put up our tents and laid out the sleeping bags.
Like I said, up here you do all that yourself. You carry your own equipment, and you set up your own tent. That's basic. You should have predicted setting up the tent before you came, and you should have set up the tent way before it got dark. You're the only one who hasn't even started. And, sorry to say, nobody intends to help you. Up here, you're on your own.
Huh? Why won't they help me?
Because everyone's pissed at you. That's why.
Huh? What do you mean?
Hey, Pamela, do you not realize that you've been a total pain in the ass this whole time? I warned you countless times, and you still chose to come in that outfit and those shoes. When we first gathered, everyone was so worried and even suggested renting the proper equipment at the lodge. But you insisted that you would be fine and shunned everyone's advice. Well, once we got going, what do you know? You had some sore feet, blisters on your feet from those shoes. You would like to take a break anytime you felt like it and try to get others to carry your stuff. You just disturbed everyone's pace. We couldn't very well leave you behind. You were a total pain. That's why everyone is pissed at you. Don't expect anyone to help.
But what can I say? I didn't expect it to be so rough. And Margot, you said even a beginner would be able to climb it.
If you had the proper outfit and equipment, this mountain is a breeze. You saw those kids that came after us. They were like 10 or 12 years old. But you came in normal city clothes and tennis shoes. Please. And you bring all your stuff in a big shoulder bag with these little trinkets hanging off it. And moreover, you didn't even bring any proper food or clothing gear, begging others for extra food and hot water.
But camping means barbecue, right? That's why I brought a lot of stuff to cook. But nobody brought along a grill to cook all the stuff. What was I supposed to do?
Did you really expect someone to carry a big old barbecue grill? Are you nuts? Nobody in their right mind brings raw meat and vegetables on an overnight mountain climbing trip. We usually carry dried foods and canned goods, something you can heat up in a tiny stove. Everyone brings their own food and cooks their own stuff. That's the rule. It's completely different from what you're used to. This is not about driving to a campsite and preparing a barbecue. All you had to do was do a bit of research on the net, as I suggested.
But...
No buts about it. Because of you, our arrival at the camp spot was delayed considerably. It was already getting dark by the time we started setting up our tents. We have an early start in the morning, so we really wanted to get things set up early. But you kept taking breaks every few minutes, and when we arrived, you kept pestering everyone to help set up your tent. I mean, who do you think you are? A princess or something? This whole trip that we were all looking forward to was a total disaster. This is all on you.
But I couldn't help it. All I wanted was to have Jim say I was cute. That's all. What's wrong with that? I wanted to enjoy the scenery and barbecue with him. That's all. You understand, don't you?
Jim was probably the one that was the most pissed off. He loves mountain climbing. He's even been overseas. He said that you have no respect for the mountains, a complete disregard for nature. He's completely fed up with you. He's furious.
Huh? Are you serious? Does he hate me now? Oh, what am I gonna do?
I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't hate you. The mountains can be beautiful, but the beauty can also be dangerous. If you really wanted to appeal Jim, you should have worn the proper mountain climbing gear and did a little research before you joined us.
Oh my god, this is not happening! What am I supposed to do now? Am I even going to survive?
How am I supposed to know? You got yourself in this predicament. Figure it out for yourself.
I hate this. I'm freezing. I'm hungry and the bugs. Ugh. Do something about these bugs, please. Anyway, I'm freezing my ass off in here. Can I go to your tent, Margot? Please tell me where you are. I don't know which tent you're in. Are you over by the ridge?
That's impossible. This is a one-man tent. There isn't enough room. I'm sure everyone else is asleep by now. So you're just going to have to suck it up and sleep in that tent.
But my tent hasn't even been set up yet. I didn't even bring a blanket. I'm too cold. I can't sleep.
I told you 1,000,000 times. You're responsible for everything you do. I have no intention of helping you. Just make sure you don't freeze to death.
No, please, Margot. Please help me.
Just try to get some sleep. We have an early morning start. Good night, Pamela.
Oh, please, Margot, don't leave me out here all alone.
The next morning, I went over to where Pamela had set up her tent. She apparently never got the tent set up. She was instead wrapping up in it. She was shivering with cold. I felt pity for her and cooked her some hot instant soup. I discussed the situation with the others and opted to take her back down the mountain. Fortunately, all she suffered was a mild cold and recovered after a day of rest. But she lost all respect from all the club members, especially Jim, who was still furious with her for ruining the whole trip. He no longer wanted to have anything to do with her. Other than work, he avoided her at the office whenever possible. As for Pamela, she was distraught. Not for the mess she made, but for ruining her chance at winning Jim's heart. If you just go off on your own and not take the advice of others, you end up reaping the consequences. After about a week, I decided to climb that same mountain again, alone. I was able to enjoy the beautiful scenery from the top, so serene and quiet. Mountain climbing can be a hazardous sport, but if you have the right equipment and dress properly, and the right attitude, it can really be a wonderful experience.
Big bro, got a minute? I need to talk to you.
What's up, Bella? You need to talk to me?
How long do you plan on living at home? You can't keep sponging off Mom forever.
Huh? Where the hell did that come from?
You need to find a job and move out. How long do you think it's been since you left your last job? You spend all day at home being a nuisance to Mom. Dad would be turning in his grave.
No, really, what are you talking about? I have a job. I make money working from home.
Lies. I heard you do nothing but laze around playing on the computer. I bet you're playing video games.
You heard? From who?
Mom, duh. She said she was worried about you yesterday on the phone. You're a grown man, yet you never go out to work. You do nothing but sit at home. She said you're eating through what little money she makes working part-time. Have you no shame?
What is this? I told you, I have a job. I earn just as much as I did before by working at home. Gah, I tried explaining this to Mom already.
I don't know anything about working from home. But Mom said she wants you to go outside and work. Having a son who's holed up at home all day is bad for her reputation.
Mom said that?
Yeah, you'll never get married and you'll never give her grandkids. She said you're a disobedient disgrace of a son.
Seriously? Mom really thinks that about me.
She's not the only one. I agree. I can't trust someone like you with looking after Mom in the house. So will you just leave?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I'm gonna be living with Mom from now on. So get out.
No, seriously. What are you talking about? Aren't you married? What about your son? Your husband?
Oh, I divorced him. I'm bringing my son and moving back in with Mom.
Huh? Divorce? Why?
Why does it matter? Don't go sticking your nose in my business, neat.
But divorce? Really?
Anyway, I'll be supporting Mom at home from now on. So you need to get out and live on your own. We have no interest in looking after an ungrateful neat of a grown man who can't even find a wife. Hurry up and stand on your own 2 feet.
Hold on a minute. Do you have Mom's agreement on this? Are you sure you haven't just arbitrarily decided on your own?
Of course, this is what Mom wants too. She said she'd have more peace of mind living with me, her daughter. She's over the moon about being able to live with her grandson too.
So Mom's in on it too?
Yep, so hurry up and get gone. At least I'll look after Mom and the house properly. You better be quick about finding a job.
Fine. I've been supporting this family as the eldest son ever since Dad died 5 years ago. But if this is how you and Mom feel about me, then I'll go. However, I will be taking everything that's mine from the house. I won't be taking care of the place or Mom anymore either.
You don't have to tell me that. I'd never rely on someone like you anyway. What could a NEET like you possibly do for us? What do I care if you take all your stuff? I'd feel gross using anything that had your grubby NEET hands on it anyway. If anything, if you left it, I'd have to set it on fire.
Are you sure this is what you want? Can you guys definitely get by and run the household on your own? You should know this means breaking off all ties between us.
Boring. Could you, stop droning on? Hurry up and disappear, NEET. You're the shame of our family.
I'm not giving you any more money.
Huh? Who the hell would want your money? It's not like a NEET could earn anything decent from some pathetic side job. Keep your money.
Okay, you're the one that said it. I mean it. I'm not gonna help you. Don't come asking for anything.
Right back at you. Don't come asking us for anything. Because I'm not as soft as Mom. I don't take care of NEETs.
Yeah, I get it. I'll get my stuff together and be gone within a week. Send you the change of address documents and other necessary paperwork by post. See to them on your end.
Duh, obviously. You should be worrying about yourself instead. Make sure you find a job before you end up homeless, NEET. LOL. Ugh, pick up. Did you take Dad's money? Don't screw us around, you NEET scumbag.
Huh? What? What do you mean, Dad's money?
Don't play dumb. Dad's inheritance. I looked for it after you moved out, but it was nowhere to be seen. You have it, don't you? Where did you stash it? Did you take it with you? Thief!
I don't have the faintest idea what you're talking about. Dad's inheritance is gone.
What? Gone? How? Did you spend it all?
No, I didn't spend it. Mom did.
What? Mom?
To be more precise, she got tricked by a scammer straight after Dad died. She got into debt. They got the guy who did it, but she didn't get all the money back. She had to use all the money from Dad's will to pay off the debt. So pretty much all that's left from his will is the house itself and the land it's built on.
No way. How have you been getting by all this time then? Mom's part-time job alone can't have covered everything.
I told you already. I have a job too. You didn't believe me in the slightest.
That can't be true. After all, I heard that people who work from home barely make anything at all. And that it's not enough to support a household. I read it online.
I don't know what kind of information you've been looking at on the net, but I make more money than I did at my old job working from home.
More than your old job? How do you make that much?
I do the same job as I did at my old company as a freelancer now. I get work from clients I met through the company back in the day. My income went up because I don't have to spend as much on gasoline or food anymore. There is electricity bill, but that's trivial.
Huh? So you really were the one supporting the house this whole time? You weren't relying on Dad's inheritance?
That's right. You can't rely on something that doesn't exist. And it's not like you could maintain a household on the money from Mom's part-time work alone. In fact, nearly everything she earns goes on medical expenses and going out with her friends.
What? So what about the allowance she's been giving my son this whole time? And the money for the party to celebrate him moving up to the elementary school?
It came out of my own pocket money, obviously. It's not like Mom has any savings. I gave it to her every time.
I always thought it came out of Dad's inheritance. I can't believe you make so much money. I had no idea.
Yep, well I do. Looks like my name's clear of all stealing and using up all of Dad's inheritance, huh? Let's end this conversation here.
Wait a sec. If you have that much money, won't you send a little back home every now and then?
What? Why?
You might be moving away, but you're still the eldest son. Even if you leave home, you have a duty to support your family. I'll be taking over with looking after Mom in the house from now on, so you could think of it as rewarding me for my efforts, or thank you money.
The hell are you talking about? You said you don't want my money, and that you'd never rely on me. You said that barely 10 days ago.
Well, I did, but that was because I thought we still had some of Dad's inheritance. I didn't know you were making so much money. Plus, the reason I divorced my husband in the first place is because I thought we still had Dad's money. Gah, I quit my job to move back in with Mom, you know, only to find out the inheritance is all gone. There's no way we'll be able to get by. I have a small child to think about. Please keep sending us the same amount you've been paying all this time.
Not my problem. It's your own fault for quitting your job on the assumption we still had Dad's money. You want me to keep supporting the family finances just like I've been doing up until now? You call me a neat. You call me an ingrate. Then you come crawling to me the moment you're in trouble? You've got some nerve. Have you no shame?
No, I told you I didn't know. It's not my fault. Anyway, can you at least support us till I find work? I'd be really glad if you could carry on sending us a little after that too. Big brother, please. Think of it as sending a lifeboat out to your adorable little sister and nephew.
Nope. I don't look after neats who go back home to sponge off their moms. You're the one who said you were going to take responsibility for taking care of Mom and the house. Don't rely on me.
Gah! Are you really gonna abandon your family? Would it be okay with you if me, Mom, and your nephew ended up wandering the streets?
What happens to you isn't my problem. I am a disobedient disgrace of a son, after all. I don't have any intention of supporting the family that booted me out. Not only that, do you really think I'm gonna give a single penny to someone who can't even apologize to me?
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I called you a disgraceful neat. Big brother, please, help us.
N-O-P-E. I'm done with you. And I'm done with Mom who filled your head with all those lies about me. I'm gonna enjoy living on my own for the first time to the fullest. I just splashed out in a high-rise tower apartment in the nicest area in town. I'm free!
You're gonna live on your own in a high-riser tower block while your mother and sister are struggling to get by? How could you? Oh my God, how could this be? This isn't what was supposed to happen!
Anyway, I hope it works out for you both. You can't sponge off your mom forever. Good luck finding a job, neat! After frantically looking for work, Bella got a job at a local supermarket. But I heard she caused some trouble with her coworkers due to her selfish, stubborn personality and quit after just a month. People in the neighborhood started keeping their distance, and my family became social pariahs. Apparently things were rough at home most days too, with Bella and my mom constantly locking horns. She'd say, "This is all your fault for not explaining about my brother or Dad's inheritance properly." When I found out, I felt awful for my nephew having to grow up in that kind of environment. So I gave Bella's ex-husband a call and asked if he'd have him instead. My ex-brother-in-law rushed to the house in a panic, and after winning custody rights, took him back to live with him and his own parents. With that, Bella got even more aggressive and confrontational, and I lost count of how many times Mom called begging me to come back. But I just said, I'm busy living alone for the first time, and left them to it.
Long time no see, Masumi! Sorry, but who is this? It's your bestest ever mom friend, Yumie. What? Yumie? Did you get a new phone? I thought I had you blocked. Yep. But isn't blocking me a bit mean? That's no way to treat your bestie. Is there something wrong with blocking the homewrecker who stole my husband? Oh, come on, that was 3 years ago. I paid you compensation. Isn't it time to let bygones be bygones? I want nothing to do with you ever again. Horrible! Self-introduction? Huh? Nothing. If you want something, hurry up and come out with it. What are you doing now? What do you mean? I heard you took your son and went back to your parents in your hometown after the divorce. So what? So I heard this from a little birdie. You're getting remarried, right? Oh, well, yes, I am. And not just that, but your fiancé is the future CEO of one of the biggest companies in the region, right? Not bad for a divorcee with a kid. I couldn't believe it when I heard. Well, it's because it's an arranged marriage. Can we just leave it at that? Huh? We're done already? I have nothing else to say to you. And me remarrying is none of your business to begin with. I'm going to meet a friend now, so excuse me. Ugh, you're so cold. Masami, how did your date with Mr. Yoshitake go? What do you mean? I did tell you not to make any careless mistakes, didn't I? Even putting it mildly, as a divorcee with a child, you're the shame of our family. Which is why I told you to make the effort to leave a positive impression so this might actually lead to marriage. What's the point in putting on an act with the guy I'm gonna be spending the rest of my life with? In any case, since I had no say in these marriage talks, I thought showing him the real me at least gives us a chance of things working out moving forward. Good grief, you really must insist on disobeying me at every opportunity. You're nothing like your big sister. Weren't these marriage talks intended for my big sister in the first place? Why me? It couldn't be helped. Your sister didn't want to go along with it. Oh, of course. Now that you mention it, she was boasting about how she'd bagged some handsome, high-spec younger guy. Please don't ask questions you already know the answer to. Fine. Are we done then? I have to go collect my son from my friend's house. See to it that you don't do anything that could ruin these marriage talks. I mean it. Yeah. Long time no see, Masami! I have the most amazing news to tell you. Hey, Masami, did you block me? What do you want? Oh, good, you replied. So get this, I have some amazing news. Make it quick. Me and Yoshitake are getting married! Oh? By Yoshitake, do you mean that Yoshitake? Yep, your old fiancé, Yoshitake. What happened with your last husband? Oh, Yuya? I don't know what actually happened with you two after me and him divorced, but I was sure you were gonna get married. Oh, I decided not to. You decided not to? Don't you think Yuya's a little mediocre? Mediocre? You mean like his looks? Not that. Between the sheets. I see. Oh, come on. I know you know what I mean. No, I don't have as many guys as you to compare him with. Plus, I don't really want to have this kind of conversation with you in the first place. Well, whatever. Basically, he just wasn't stimulating enough for me. I dumped him when I got a new boyfriend before he could propose to me. I mean, I dumped that boyfriend straight away, too. Oh, I see. Where does your daughter fit into all this? What do you mean? It's hard to say mom bringing a new boyfriend home every 5 minutes is a healthy environment for a little girl. Oh, right. She's staying with her dad now. So basically your ex-husband has custody? Yep. Ah, of course. Of course? You make it sound like you expected it. No, but I finally understand why you've been living so recklessly and irresponsibly. And now Yoshitake's your next target. Target? You're just salty about me stealing your fiancé. Well, I'm not wrong, am I? I don't really like what you're saying, but since I feel bad for you, I'm gonna be kind and allow you to continue believing it. Let me make it clear before you go ahead with it. But I hope you know you'll be paying me compensation this time too. Huh? The wedding day has already been decided. It was supposed to be in 2 months. But with this, Yoshitake bears definitely responsibility for breaking off the engagement. So both he and you, his lover, will be paying me damages. I guess so. But he'll pay my portion, so who cares? I don't think it's a big deal for the future CEO of a major company. I'll be the future boss's wife. It's pocket change. Is that your aim by any chance? Now that would be telling. Anyway, Yoshitake's mind and body have been mine for a long time now. Don't go thinking you can get him back. Okay. I'm actually waiting in front of the office right now to meet him. We're going to hand in our marriage registration form, and after that, I'm going to go meet his parents. Is that so? You don't waste any time. Aw, is someone a sore loser? I suppose it's only natural you're jealous. I really am a naughty girl, aren't I? But it's not my fault this keeps happening. I didn't choose to be this beautiful. Right. Whoopsie! I stole the one you love again. I'm so sorry. LOL. Hey, Masumi! I said hey! Please pick up! What do you want? What the hell's going on? When I went to meet Yoshitake's parents, they started yelling at me. And then they disowned him on the spot and threw salt over him outside the front door. Not only was his position of future CEO revoked, but he got fired from the company. Why? Why is this happening? Oh, didn't you know? Know what? Well, mine and Yoshitake's marriage, to put it simply, was a strategic marriage. What? Strategic marriage? The talks came about as a result of the interests of my dad's company and Yoshitake's dad company being aligned. Wait, what? Your dad's company? Are you the daughter of a CEO? Maybe so, but I've never exactly been treated like it. To return to the subject, these marriage talks were originally meant for my sister. They were? To tell you the truth, both families' companies are operating on the brink right now. Huh? They thought it would make sense to connect our families through marriage for a number of reasons. My all-important sister didn't want to break up with her boyfriend, so she got engaged to him to get out of it. It turned out I made the perfect sucker to get my family out of trouble, so they had me and Yoshitake get engaged. What? Does that mean you don't have any feelings for him? To be completely honest, no, I don't. But understanding there were all sorts of circumstances at play, I decided to be pragmatic about it. Oh my god. Where's the fun in stealing him now? Is this really the time to be worrying about that? What? This marriage involved a great deal of planning and maneuvering relating to the business operations of both families. Planning? Maneuvering? I can't give you all the details because these are internal matters. But apparently, the merging of two families in this way has extremely important implications. The intention was to rebuild the businesses by mutually integrating the technologies and privileges of both companies. To put it even more clearly, the fates of both companies rested on this marriage. That's where you come in, Yumie. Thanks to your vulgar meddling, the plan has been destroyed at its very foundation. Huh? Unfortunately, there were no suckers available in their family to get Yoshitake out of the mess he made. So the marriage talks were called off. It's not exactly unreasonable that his parents were furious with you. This can't be real. I knew nothing. By the way, my family also just got word of Yoshitake breaking off the engagement and his subsequent engagement to you. They completely lost their minds. And so my family have broken off all contact with me and my son. Huh? They broke off all contact? Isn't that a bit strange? I know it might sound weird coming from me, but aren't you the one who got dumped? Why would they break off all contact with you? They said, this is your fault for being too unattractive to hold down a man. Huh? From the beginning, I was always the despised second daughter. Then, after my divorce 3 years ago, I became known as the divorcee who came crawling back home with a kid. Ever since then, until this day, I constantly get it in the neck for being the shame of the family. So that's why. They intended to use these marriage talks and the salvaging of the company as an opportunity to finally get rid of their unwanted daughter. But then, that damn woman went sticking her nose in, and now everything's falling apart at the seams, as they put it. Wait! But as far as I'm concerned, since I'm living in the next town, because I didn't actually go as far as moving back into the family home, I feel like I can finally get some peace. Huh? What? Which means, as soon as the procedures for breaking off the engagement are done with, I'll be doing a prompt vanishing act and moving away. What? You're moving? So good luck with everything. And that was the story of how Yumie destroyed 2 families' marriage talks with her meddling. My father's and the other company were forced to merge into another company in the same industry. Anyone watching from the sidelines might think I'd be unhappy. But to be honest, this has all been a huge relief. Yoshitake covered both his and Yumie's consolation money. I suspect he might have felt a little guilty. However, with that, his savings disappeared. What's more, he was out of a job. And to make matters worse, to his disbelief, he found out that Yumie was in mountains of debt. Apparently, they began their married life in poverty in a run-down apartment. Just before I moved, I did happen to see a very disheartened-looking Yumie. But hey, that's her problem. As for me, I have my son to think about. So I'm gonna work hard for the 2 of us in our new home.
Regina, I'm disappointed in you. I thought you were better than this. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Huh? What on earth are you talking about? What's the matter, Allie? I have no idea what you're talking about. What did I do to you?
Stop playing dumb with me. While we were abroad, you moved in with your husband's parents.
So? What's the problem?
What do you mean? You're lying to them. You should be ashamed.
Excuse me?
For years, you guys didn't even come to visit. But as soon as we leave the country, you move in with all of them? I don't think so, Regina. They're loaded. They got a lot of money. That's why. You're only doing this for the money. I just know it.
Huh? Hold on. What are you saying? You got this all wrong, Allie.
Stop lying to me. My brother-in-law told me everything. But now he's working away from home, right? So now you're the only one there. I know everything, okay? And now that he's gone, you're probably spending their money like crazy. I just know it. Stop trying to deny it. Admit it.
What? No. Ken told you all this? That I'm using their money without permission?
Well, not like that, but I knew what he meant. I understood what he was trying to say.
Okay.
So you tricked them and moved in with them. And now you're stealing money from them? You're horrible. This is fraud. This can't be legal. You're a criminal, Regina. And I'm not gonna stand for it. You're not getting away with this. Get out, now! Move out! You don't belong there! I'm gonna live there myself. I'll look after them, got it? Stay out of it. We're gonna take care of everything around the house, got it?
Huh? You're gonna move in here? You serious?
Yeah, I'm heading back home soon. almost done with work around here. I'm gonna be working home again, so that's why I called my brother-in-law. I'm moving in as soon as we get back, and that's final. And John agreed to this already, so John is their real son. His parents would love to have him around, I'm sure. Much better than a criminal like yourself.
If you say so, but... You sure about this? Are you absolutely sure?
Yes. What are you so confused about? I guess your plan to take over their house didn't work. Too bad. You lose. Just get out and drop it. Got it? I'll force you out of there if I have to. John is gonna be the man of the house from now on. If you want to fight this, fine. We'll sue you. You got no choice. Leave now.
Okay then. I'll go. I'll leave as soon as possible. I gotta pack and find a new place to live, though. Just give me some time. I'll be out of your hair in no time.
Glad you understand. I thought you'd put up much more of a fight. Oh well, works for me. You could have time to pack and stuff, but don't take too long now. But if you steal anything from the house, I'll know. So don't even think about it. I'll give you a week, not a day longer, got it? You better be out of there by the time we get back into the country. Understand?
Alright, sounds good. Well then, good luck with the house, I guess. You're gonna need it.
Huh! What is that supposed to mean? You sound pathetic. Just stop it. Hurry up and pack. Go! Get the hell out!
Alright. Bye.
Hey, Regina! Hey! Answer me! You there?
Hey, you back in the country? Welcome home. It's pretty cold here, isn't it?
What the hell is all this? The house! It's a mess! This place is a dump! Did you get robbed or something? What happened here? And what's wrong with them? They're acting all weird. And it kinda smells in here too. What the hell is going on? Explain yourself!
Slow down. Take a deep breath. I cleaned up before I left, but it's been a few days, so they're always like this. Not much you can do about it. And the smell? Ugh, I know it's bad. I can't get it out anymore. I tried, but you just gotta get used to it, I guess.
What? What the hell are you talking about?
You're upset. I get it. I don't blame you. You're probably expecting something else, right? Taking care of old people? It's much harder than you think, you know. I was surprised myself. Took me a while to get used to it, too. But no worries. You'll get the hang of it, I'm sure. I told their caretaker to call you, so no worries. You should be getting a call from them soon. If you have any questions, you can ask me anytime.
Hold on! Wait, what the hell are you talking about? Caretaker? What do you mean by that? Why do you need a caretaker? You're not making any sense!
Huh? What do you mean? They need around-the-clock care.
Huh?
Wait, you didn't know? Bob, after he broke his leg last year, he couldn't go out as much anymore. Then, he got dementia. And, he's really violent now. We tried putting him in a home, but nobody would take him. So we had no choice but to look after him at home, but I got hundreds of bruises because of him. He throws stuff too, so just be careful. Try not to get hurt.
What?
And Heather, she went senile as well. But she could still move around and stuff, so we didn't put her in a home or anything. But sometimes she goes outside during the night and starts screaming. This one time, she told all the neighbors I was stealing money from her for some reason. Not sure why, but... And this other time, the salesman came to our house and tried to sell her a bunch of useless junk. She tried to take out a loan under my name to buy it. It was a close one. So, if someone comes to the door, don't let her answer. Who knows what she might do next? Just try to keep her inside the house. All she does is cause trouble, so...
Hold on! Wait! What do you mean? I had no idea about any of this! Nobody told me this! This is the first time I'm hearing about this!
What? I texted John about it. He should know. When his dad was in the hospital, I told him everything. He knows about all of this. He didn't tell you? And, just to be clear, I didn't move in with them to steal their money, okay? After husband broke his leg, Heather asked me to move in with them. To help them around the house and stuff, you know? So, yeah, I was only trying to help.
What? No. Nobody told me about this.
Well, I told John, so... And he was really grateful for it. When I told him about all of this, he thanked me. Not sure why he didn't tell you, but not my problem.
That can't be.
I guess you should have talked to him before jumping to conclusions. But guys, they always forget to tell you important stuff. My brother is the same way, so I know. And sometimes, they only talk about things they want to talk about. And my husband is the same way. When he heard about them going senile, he ran off like a coward. He didn't want any part of this, I guess. Pathetic, if you ask me. And when I asked him to send me some money for medical bills and stuff, he just made a bunch of excuses and hung up the phone. He knows they're broke, you know. He didn't care. It's so messed up. He doesn't do anything for them.
Well, they're broke? What do you mean? Why? How? Explain yourself. They were loaded and their house is huge. What do you mean they're broke? That can't be. You used it all, didn't you? I knew it!
How many times do I have to tell you? I didn't touch their money. It was probably them. And the medical bills are really expensive too, so... And after going senile, Heather started spending money like crazy. She was always buying random stuff from strangers. This one time, she came home with a bag full of jewelry. They all looked fake though. And this other time, some contractors showed up at her house and scammed her. They did all kinds of renovation work around the house, but I don't think any of it was necessary. That set her back about $30,000, so... But then, before the construction was over, they ran off. Oh, and her husband owns a bunch of land, and taxes are really expensive on those. But we don't even know where they are. And he's gone senile, so we'll probably never know. So yeah, money is pretty tough. I told him to sell the land, but he doesn't want to. And even if he says yes, you gotta find it first, so... So yeah, long story short, they're flat out broke. I had to use my own money to pay their bills for a while. It was about $5,000 a month.
$5,000? No way! You're joking me, right? How do you have that kind of money anyways? You're a housewife, aren't you?
I'm a designer. I work from home. And I invest in stocks, so I got plenty of money. I make much more than my husband. Don't tell him though. That'll just upset him.
What? Wait, hold on. So, they're broke, and they need around-the-clock care. And it's going to take $5,000 a month to look after them? Is that what you're telling me?
Pretty much, yeah. Sorry, I thought you knew about this. I don't know what you had in mind, but it probably wasn't this. Oh well, they're your problem now, so good luck.
No! No! No way! I can't do this! No way! Please, come back, please!
No, I don't think so. And, we're not family anymore, so I'm getting a divorce.
What? Divorce?
Yeah, my idiot of a husband. He's cheating on me. He's really enjoying this. Working away from home. He's out of control. He has multiple mistresses now. And meanwhile, I'm looking after his parents. Can you believe that? I don't even know what to say to him anymore.
What? Seriously? He's cheating on you? But, wait, if you knew that then, why take care of his parents in the first place?
Yeah, I know. I should have left him years ago. Well, nothing I can do about it now, so... Guess I was just tired. Too tired to think, you know? Looking after the two elderly people by myself. Paying $5,000 a month to pay the bills for them. Doing this around the house for them. Meanwhile, my husband is out there cheating on me. It was a mess. I wanted to get away from it all. But I don't know. I just couldn't do it for some reason. Maybe I was afraid of what people would think of me if I ran away. And the house? If I left, who's gonna take care of it, you know? I guess it wasn't really my problem, but I don't know. I just couldn't leave. I guess I just felt bad or something, so I kept going. I wasn't even thinking anymore. I was losing money left and right, but I was too tired to care. I was working my ass off, but nobody even thanked me. It's not a nice feeling. Have you ever felt that way before? Probably not. But now it's your turn, so you'll see what I'm talking about.
Wait, what? What do you mean? Wait!
When you told me to get out of the house, I was so relieved. It changed everything for me. I was so grateful. I was finally free, you know? Free from my husband, his parents, all of it. In a way, you saved me. Few more months of this and I would have lost it, so for that, I'll forever be grateful to you, Allie. Thank you. Thank you so much. Finally, I can go back to living my own life.
Wait, hold on. That's not why I...
But you said it yourself. You said you'd take care of them and the house. You called me a criminal if I remember correctly. You told me to get out. You said you'd take care of everything. Don't even try to deny it. I took a screenshot of your messages. When I'm feeling down, I look at it. It makes me feel a lot better, you know?
No! I'm sorry. I'm sorry I said all those things about you. I didn't mean it, honest. I had no idea about any of this.
I was this close to losing it, so... Again, I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. Well then, good luck to you. You're gonna need it. I got a lot to do. I gotta start preparing for the divorce, so... Bye!
Wait, Regina! Please, wait, hold on. I lied. I got fired. That's why I came home. I don't have a job anymore. I'm sorry. Please don't leave me. Please!
She tried calling me after that, but I blocked her and ignored her. After finding out the truth, Allie and her husband tried to make a run for it. But they didn't even have a job anymore, and they were flat out broke, so they had nowhere to go. They were thinking about leeching off of their parents, but that didn't work. They had no choice but to stay with them. A few months later, they finally got a job, but they were barely making ends meet. And taking care of two elderly people while working a full-time job was nearly impossible. And their parents spent money like crazy. They were up to their necks in debt now. They started fighting every day. The house was a mess. And sometimes, the neighbor had to call the cops on them. Allie was devastated. She was screwed. Her life was over. Oh well, not my problem. Good riddance if you ask me. I heard they went on welfare after that. Oh well, who cares? As for me, I got a huge cash settlement from my ex-husband and his mistress in the divorce. Got my own apartment and got 2 puppies from a friend. I was free at last. It felt amazing. Time to move on with my life.
Hey, sis! Harley just came over to my place. Did you go out and leave him on his own again? Answer! Stop treating your children unequally! You call yourself a mother?
Cut it out, Tim. Your notifications are annoying me. Stop bugging me while we're enjoying our family time.
Family? So why didn't you take Harley? He's yours and your husband's son, is he not?
Oh, Harley? To tell you the truth, we don't want him.
What?
How to put it? It's just hard to believe he's our son.
Why?
Well, his big brother Adam's outstanding. He gets at least 95 points without failing his tests at school. He's a natural at sports. He's great at drawing pictures and an amazing singer. He's a genius.
It's true. He is outstanding.
Right? Harley, on the other hand, is useless at whatever we make him do. He's a hopeless good-for-nothing. He isn't even 1/100th of the son Adam is. To be honest, he's so useless, we'd rather spend the money we spend on him on Adam instead. Oh, how I wish he'd never been born.
What the hell? But you're the one who had him in the first place! Surely there's no difference between Adam and Harley. You gave birth to them both all the same time, after all.
Ugh, why so serious?
Is there something wrong with me worrying about my nephew? Being raised in this kind of environment is obviously bad for Harley, but I think it's gonna even cause problems for Adam too.
Well, if you're so bothered, how about I just give you him?
What?
It's just like you said, it wouldn't be a much better environment for Adam if Harley wasn't around.
Hey, I didn't mean it like that. I'm just asking you whether you love your children equally.
But it makes sense to love the gifted one more.
What are you saying?
Oh, that reminds me. You and Bertha got married 3 years ago, but you still don't have kids, right? What's wrong? Does one of you have problems?
No, we just want to have kids after we saved up more money first. We plan on trying for a baby soon.
Oh, you do? This is perfect timing then. I'm sorry he's a useless good-for-nothing despite being 10 years old, but I'll give you Harley.
Come on, it's not that simple.
For the time being. I want you to have him live with you for a trial period starting today.
I just told you this isn't something you can decide at the drop of a hat.
In any case, we're moving house.
Huh? You're moving?
Yes, in preparation for Adam entering prestigious junior school in Seattle. Harley's just in her way.
No way. Is this the reason you sent her to my house in the first place?
Oh, and the phone we gave Harley. He won't be able to use it anymore after tomorrow. If you want him to keep being able to use it, you'll have to start a new contract.
Huh? What do you mean?
I mean, we reluctantly bought him it after Adam told us he thought his brother should get a phone too. We'll finally be able to stop wasting money on him. It's such a relief.
How can you say that?
Anyway, bye! Uncle Tim, where are you?
Harley? What's wrong? Can't you sleep?
No.
Sorry for leaving you on your own. I had an important phone call to take. I'm in the living room now.
What about Aunt Bertha? Is it my fault she had to go out?
No. You know how your aunt's a nurse? Well, it's her turn to work the night shift today, so she'll be back tomorrow.
Uncle Tim? Can I say something to you here by message?
Sure, what is it?
I'm sorry.
Huh?
I know I'm nothing but a nuisance to you and Aunt Bertha. I'm sorry.
Why do you think that?
Well,
Have your aunt and uncle called you a nuisance even once?
no, but I love my aunt and uncle. I love you because you're not like my mom. You don't get mad with me, and you smile at me. So I don't want you guys to hate me.
Harley. Listen, Harley. Me and Bertha discussed this before she went to work. But would you like to be our son?
Your son? I can be your son?
It's okay. I'm gonna let your mom and dad know about it. Of course, we'll only go ahead with it if it's okay with you.
Yes, I want to be your son. I love my big brother Adam, but I don't ever want to go back to them.
It's settled then. Starting from today, you're my son, Harley.
Yeah!
Let's leave the messages for tonight. I'm about to head to your room. So, shall we go to sleep?
Yeah.
Dad, you got a minute? Hey, Harley. I'm gonna be home soon. What's up? She stood right outside the entrance to our apartment block. I don't know what to do. What? My mom, who gave birth to me, is stood hanging around outside the main entrance. Huh? Do you mean my big sister? Yeah. It's been 8 years, but it's her. I'm sure of it. I look a lot like my big brother Adam. I don't think I can make it past her unnoticed. Seems like there could be some trouble if she sees me, so I'm watching her from the shadows. I just had a sneaky peek out the window. You're right. It's my sister. She's even got a suitcase. But why, after all this time? She hasn't contacted us even once these past 8 years. Dad? Actually, I got a message from Adam earlier today. He said my old mom and dad divorced a little while ago. What? Really? Apparently, Mom slammed some divorce papers down on the table as a threat to Dad. But he immediately took them to the office and handed them in. What the? He said they were fighting over what he would study at university. Things turned sour, and this is the result. Dad wanted him to be a lawyer and entered him into the legal faculty. But Mom wanted him to be a doctor, so she complained at him nonstop. Adam wanted to do programming, though. So they completely ignored what he wanted to do himself. Anyway, we can speak about this later. Harley, I'm about to come out in the car. Can you wait by the convenience store on the main road? She won't be able to see you from the main entrance if we enter the apartments to the underground car park. Okay, I understand. I'll be there. Great. See you in front of the store. Got it! What are you doing here, sis? I could see you from my window.
Oh, Tim! Good grief. If you could see me, let me in already. I came all the way here only to find out your apartment block has security? You never told me.
Why would I let you in?
Why wouldn't you? I went out of my way to come and see you. Not only that, but you've got my son.
Huh?
On that note, when's he coming home? I waited outside for a whole 2 hours, but he's nowhere to be seen.
If you're talking about Harley, he's been inside with me for a while now.
Oh, he has?
What do you want with Harley?
We got a divorce. My husband took Adam, so I have no choice. Harley's a failure, so there's no way he can go to university. But he can at least find a job and look after his mother.
Look after you?
Even a good-for-nothing like him should be capable of showing a bare minimum of gratitude to his mom.
Nope, not happening.
What? Why?
Harley's still in his 3rd year of high school.
What? Is he such a moron he got held back a year? Will the embarrassment never end? Oh my god.
You're the one who should be embarrassed.
Why?
He didn't get held back a year.
Huh? But...
You can at least remember the age of the child you gave birth to.
Oh, stop it. So I was off by a year at most. It's not a big deal. But in that case, I guess it can't be helped. I'll wait until he graduates. Keep him at your place until then, okay?
No, he's going to university.
What?
Looks like he wasn't as much of a worthless moron as you said he was. The opposite, in fact. His high school is one of the best in the state. Not only that, but his grades are consistently among the top 10 of his year.
Really?
If they weren't, his teacher wouldn't have recommended he take the entrance exam for a notoriously difficult to enter university. As for sports, it's hard to say because all of his after-school clubs are literary. But he always gets impressive grades in gym class.
Wow, I see. Harley's amazing. That's my boy.
Huh?
In that case, I'm gonna move in with you guys and live with you as Harley's mother until he graduates university. But he absolutely has to join the medical faculty when he does.
What are you talking about? I was just bragging about my son.
What?
Do you really think you can just turn up out of the blue and declare that you're going to be living with us? Plus, demanding I give him back so he can look after you? Who the hell do you think you are?
Harley's my son. He has a duty to look after me.
All you did was give birth to him.
Duh, I'm his mother because I gave to him.
You're the one who chose to get rid of him 8 years ago. Me and Bertha are the ones who adopted him. So me and Bertha are his parents now.
I don't need to hear this crap. Just hurry up and let me in.
It's Harley who doesn't want to see you.
Huh? How can that be? You do know the best thing for a child is to be with their mother, right? It's pretty obvious you and your wife never had kids of your own.
I have a son in elementary school.
Huh?
He was born 6 years ago. Harley's amazing with him. And he's so smitten that I think he loves him even more than me and his mom. He has a message for you. I only have one mom, and I think of her as my mother from the bottom of my heart. Her name is Bertha. You've been a stranger to me ever since that day 8 years ago.
Huh.
So basically, you're not welcome in our family. Please hurry up and get lost.
But I don't have anywhere to live.
Go back and live with mom and dad then.
But they live in the middle of nowhere.
I'll call the police.
What?
Actually, you've been loitering outside for more than 2 hours now. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if one of the residents already called them. My sister left in a panic immediately after that. But she didn't have anywhere else to go, and I heard she went back to our parents' house for a time. However, she found living with our mom and dad, who she never got along with to begin with, very difficult, and now lives in the corner of a small city, barely scraping by a living. As for Adam, who initially lived with his dad, her ex-husband, he immediately withdrew from the university his dad forced him to go to and flew over to the UK on his own. Just like before, him and his little brother Harley got on like a house on fire and message each other from time to time. He says finally being free of his over-interfering parents feels like a weight off his back. He's having a blast with his long-cherished dream of studying programming. As for Harley, he's currently in the middle of his university entrance exams. He and his girlfriend, who he met last year, are currently supporting each other through their exams and studying as hard as they can.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.